everyone, Jennifer here with The Secret Garden. So are you ready to take your plants to a whole new level? Plants don't just go in pottery, you can also mount them and have them look great on pieces of wood that you might have collected from your recent vacation, maybe a piece of cork or driftwood. You can do all kinds of things. This one is an air plant mounted on a beautiful piece of cork. So today what I want to show you what to do is how to easily mount onto what you might have available. I'm going to play today with a piece of grape wood, and we're going to mount a Staghorn Fern. You might have seen them mounted before on something like this. We're going to do a little bit different technique using some of the same technique that we use when we're playing with kokedama. So what do you need for that? You need the plant that you're going to mount, you need the piece of wood that you're going to mount to, and then you need your wrapping material, either a fine gauge wire, maybe some fishing line, or some string, whichever you choose. Today I'm choosing wire. You also need some moss, and in the case of the Staghorn Fern, you need a little bit of potting soil mixed with peat moss so that you get a nice dense mixture underneath the moss to keep the plant happy. So let's get our hands dirty. I'm going to position this right here, and we're going to make a little ball of this mixture. Do you see how it really kind of holds together already? This is a 50-50 mix of potting soil and peat moss. And we're just going to pack a little of that onto the cavity where I'm going to attach the plant. And then we're going to get the plant out of the existing soil. We're going to get rid of all of this because I don't have that much room on this piece of wood. Good time to pick off any dead leaves, kind of keep the plant nice and clean. Next, what we're going to need is some moss. I'm using a Spanish moss here. We're going to get a little section of that and go over the front. I've actually wrapped that in moss nicely, and we're going to stick that on here and just kind of pack it in. All right, working upside down is not easy, so I'm going to work right side up. All right, basically what we're doing is we've encapsulated the plant into soil and moss, and we're going to wrap. Let's tie a good section on with the wire, nice and tight. And then we're just going to wrap around to hold the moss in. Just stop when you feel like you've got it on there well. We're going to cut off our wire and tie it onto the last piece. All right, there you have it. See, that wasn't difficult at all, and what we're able to do is water this by misting. You're also able to just drop this into a little bucket of water to get the soil ball moistened. I would add another hanger up at the top, maybe with something pretty like a gold piece of wire to make a tie on the back. Let's see how we want to do that. Give that a little twist, and we've created a tie. And there you have it. We've got a beautiful Staghorn Fern mounted on a piece maybe that was sentimental to you. Now you can do the exact same thing using different pieces of wood with a similar yet slightly different technique. Here's the back of a Christmas tree. You could use this to mount the plant, nail some nails going around the perimeter, and then crisscross back over with that wire or string. And that's the technique that was used here. You can't see the nails, they end up disappearing. You can see the fishing line crisscrossing over, and that's holding this whole plant and the moss ball to the wood so that it looks beautiful too. So remember, just look around, find great pieces to mount with. Different plants can be used, whether they're Staghorn Ferns, philodendrons, or air plants. You'll have a wonderful time. You'll take your plants to new heights in your house. Thanks for joining me.